Hey budget friends, welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you are new. If you are new to the channel, we cash stuff our wallet and our sinking funds over here. We do a zero-based budget and I also incorporate the paycheck to paycheck method. And we are in debt, and so we are also on a debt-free journey. And if this is content that you like, then I would gladly appreciate it if you would hit the subscribe button, become part of the family, leave me a comment down below, and okay guys, so this paycheck is on the 22nd of October, and it's going to cover expenses from 10/22 to I believe it's 11/4. Let's make sure. Yes. So it's going to cover expenses from the 22nd of October to the 4th of November. If you are new here, I do have I have a full-time and I have a part-time job. Other is a category that I use for any time I receive money from my children. And then we include a rollover, and that is usually rollover from my wallet for the cash envelopes that I did not spend all of my money. It is also if I need to pull in any sinking funds money. It is if anybody gives me any kind of money that I want to incorporate into my budget. That is what that line is for. So for this paycheck, I'm going to budget. What did I do last time? So I did 1900 last time. And I'm actually going to make it lower. I'm going to do 1845. I did take a little bit of time off, a few hours. So we'll see what that looks like. Our part-time, we're going to do 825. And then our cell phone is due on the 25th. So two of my children pay me $30 not each paycheck, $30 a month for their cell phone because that's what it costs. And then I have 3 children and we are paying for our cruise right now. We're doing $80 a paycheck. So that is $240 from them plus the $60 for the cell phone. So that's going to be $300. And then we do not budget rollover money. Okay, so our total that we are working with, this paycheck is going to be $2,970. I did not pre-write anything in. So our mortgage, I always split my mortgage in half. So I do $715. $700 is for the mortgage, $15 extra towards my escrow, just in case I have a shortage at the end of the year. That has happened for the last 2 years, and I'm praying it doesn't happen this year. Our next bill, we are going to do our cell phone. It's due on the 25th. So that is a total of $92, $60 from my children, $32 from myself. If we look at my calendar, let's see. Let me flip real quick. Okay, so right here on the 25th, I have my cell phone due, Apple storage, and my minimum payment towards my back taxes. But in my previous budget for my last paycheck on the 8th, we did our Apple storage and our Fed tax out of that paycheck. So that is 2 bills that we are not paying with this paycheck that falls within that time frame. Okay. So then that means our next bill is going to be My FICO, which is a credit monitoring app. So I budget $40 for that. The WW app right now is $12. This will end, I believe, in February. Our next one is Apple Care. So that is $14. And then we do pest control monthly for my house, and that is $55. And then our cruise payment, so $240 for my children and $80 from me, is $320. Okay, so our total fixed expenses, we have $1,248. If I subtract that from $2,970, we have a remaining of $1,722. So now we're going to go over here to my variable expenses. And so the first variable is a Discover credit card. Now, I know some people will just probably put that down here in the debt, but what I do is if I own a credit card, I make it part of my variable so that there is a set amount that I am paying to that credit card each month, which is usually well over what the minimum is, which is usually, I try and do double what the minimum is. And this minimum last month was like $180. And then I use the debt section down here for any extra payment towards debt. Because if in all actuality, if something was to happen, at least I know the minimum for my debts are covered here between my fixed and my variable, and anything extra here, something that I can use in the event of an emergency or something of that nature. So we're budgeting $200 for our Discover credit card. Our therapy, we're going to do $60. This Paycheck, I have a session bi-weekly and my copay is $26 every session because I've met my deductible. But I have a wallet in my wallet. I have an envelope in my sinking funds, and I'm trying to build that category up. So when January 1st comes and my deductible resets, I will have enough to, pay the full session. Then I have medication. I have 4 medications each month. Have been totaling about $50 or $60. Sorry, I had to sneeze. I picked up my medicine this last time, and I'm going to do 15. I didn't have a copay, which is really weird. I think I picked up 3 medicines. So I didn't have a copay. I'll take that. So then I'm just going to build that envelope up. So then my wallet envelopes is groceries. I do $175. These hardly ever change. Home is going to be $15. Fuel or gas for my car is $160. I have 2 vehicles that I alternate between. Spending, we are going to do $50 this Paycheck. And then eating out, here is the one change this time. I'm going to do $80, and that is because my sister's birthday falls within this time frame, and I'm going to take her out to dinner. Okay, and then miscellaneous, we budget $5. And then I also include a buffer, and this buffer is for my bill account. I have 2 checking accounts. One is designated for my bills. All my bills are auto drafted from that account. And then I have another one where my checks are deposited. That is also the same account that I use to make my credit card payments. So this buffer stays in the bill account. So my total for variable is $770. So if I subtract that from 1,722, we have $952. Okay. So then when I come down here to my savings and my debt plan, well, home maintenance, this is an auto $75. This is deducted from my checking account, like as my check is hitting my checking account. So it goes directly to a high yield savings account. And then I have another one. I should probably just label this savings. But it is also $10 that is auto deducted before my check hits my account, and it goes to an Ally savings account, high yield savings account. And then my sinking funds, the minimum at this current moment that I put towards my sinking funds is $250. And that is a non-negotiable because 100 of it goes towards my 6-month premium to my car insurance, and 40 of it goes to my annual renewal, which is my annual subscriptions and my biannual subscriptions. And then 150 is for like car maintenance, wardrobe, self-care, toiletries, those kind of things. Okay, so then here, extra debt, what I'm working on right now is my Fed tax debt. So if I know I have a remaining of 952, let me subtract the 250, the $10, and the $75. So that gives me 600. Is that right? Let's make sure. I don't know if that's right. Oh, that's right. All right, so $617 extra towards debt. And I do believe that this may be the last payment to this one. If you're new here, I owe back taxes for 2 years, 2023 and 2024. I'm focusing on this one right now, and this is paid off, and then we're going to do 2024. Once my Fed tax 2024 is paid off, then my focus is going to be this Discover credit card. This is 0% interest for when I got it in August is 18 months. So we have 16 months left to pay off the balance. And I had to get a new roof in August, which is why I ended up getting that credit card. Otherwise, I would not have an extra $9,000 in credit card debt. Okay. So our total here that we're paying for our savings and our debt plan is $952, which then leaves us a remaining of $0. And so then when I get my paycheck, it usually hits my account the day before I get paid. So on the 21st of October, I will come in and finalize what the actual numbers are for my check, and then where, if it, my check is more, where I'm going to put that extra funds at. I already have this bill, so I know what this amount is. I know what, all these other ones, I pretty much know what they are. If you paid attention to my last video, then you remember that I was talking about my mortgage, and for some odd reason, the amount that I owe each month went down by like 25, 30 bucks. And I looked again, and it still is down by an extra 25 or 30 bucks. I don't know if that's because I paid so much extra towards my escrow, and I don't know if it's offsetting itself. I'm not sure. Uh, so at this time, that 25, 30 extra is an extra amount that I'm adding towards my principal on top of what I've already paid extra towards my principal. So, our debt number for that will be interesting to see, since I've paid so much extra. Like, I guess I owe less each month. I don't know. It's weird to me. But that was a quick video, guys. That's all that I have for you in this video. I will come back through when it is time to finalize this budget, and we will finalize, and we will also budget out our sinking funds, where we're actually going to put our $250 for our sinking funds. We will balance. We will budget that out together, and then we will do a cash stuffing video after that. So it was short and sweet because I have to help my sister with a medical procedure. And so I wanted to go ahead and film this so that while I'm at the hospital, I can edit and post and do all of that while I'm assisting her. So it's kind of like, me doing double duty. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day. And I hope that you are on track with your budget goals. And until my next video, have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day. Bye.